download the virtual background that is provided in the chat box. As a reminder, don't forget to fill in the attendance and the feedback form. Also, I would like to remind all of you that there will be a photography session at the end of the talk. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's wait and please download the virtual background and turn on your camera and switch off your microphone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we will officially begin our long-awaited moment. It is a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome all of you to this momentous event. Praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our help that we are able to gather for our program tonight. We highly appreciate your presence in attending this workshop. I am Saida Maria Susan for your MC for tonight. In order to get his blessings, I would like to invite Brother Amiruddin bin Abdullah for the dua recitation. Brother Amir, please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, test. Can you guys hear me properly? Like clearly?
Yes.
Thank you. Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا وارحمهم كما ربونا صغارا ولجميع المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Oh Allah, for tonight we have gathered to learn something from this workshop. So Allah, please bless this program so that we can learn something beneficial for our dunya and also for our hereafter. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وبارك وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. قبل الله.
Amen. Thank you, Brother Amir, for the dua. May Allah bless this knowledge sharing session to go on without any interruption or obstacles, inshallah. Before we move to the most awaited moment, I would like to briefly introduce our beloved guest, Muhammad Hasanuddin bin Amran. He is one of our IIUM 2020 alumni, graduated with a Bachelor of Mathematical Science from Kuliyyah of Science under Computational and Theoretical Sciences at IIUM. Previously, he was working as data remediation analyst, recruiter, group resourcing, Protege, replacement science and chemistry teacher. Currently, he is working in Maybank. Thus, we feel delighted to have an amazing speaker for today's sharing session. And now let's have a glimpse on SITC resume workshop with the motto, crafting a winning resume, strategies and tips for success. For the participants, if you have any questions during the session, you may type your questions in the chat box. Now, please welcome Brother Muhammad Hasanuddin bin Amran.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala sayyidina Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, we can gather here around 40 something. Participants, 60 something lah participants. Alhamdulillah, and I hope I can share a bit about my experience during my time in Maybank as a Protege. The pronunciation is Protege. Protege, it is like a trainee before we join the actual or permanent position in Maybank. Okay. So, can you open the slide? Okay, where is that? So first of all, what I want to share with you. Okay, obviously I'm not the pakar, or I'm not the professional here to talk or to speak to give you tips for success in resume, right? But I just can share my experience and also my insights regarding how can create your resume or prepare your resume for a better chance to be selected, especially selected for the first stage, which is to be selected to be interviewed. Okay, so first of all, thank you. First of all, thank you to Susan, the moderator for tonight. And my name is Hassan, batch 161. I think all of you now maybe batch 202 or 203. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Yes.
Okay, so dah dua lah. 161. Okay, never mind. So for the session tonight, I would like to share with you a bit lah regarding my experience, practically regarding the resume, because during my time as a protege, I recruited or I analyzed a lot of resume from all over Malaysia to be recruited as protege around Malaysia. So for the Kedah region, for Sabah, Sarawak, Melaka, Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, and all over Malaysia, because I work at HQ. So all the fresh graduates after graduate, or maybe 2-3 years after graduated, they send their resume to us and I will analyze them lah. So inshallah, I will share specifically the best, or not the best, a good resume lah. We can say a good resume for you to get more chances to be selected to be interviewed when you do a job hunting, inshallah. Okay, so can we go to the next slide? So this is from what I googled. The pronunciation is resume. Okay, the resume, or not resume but resume. For example, a summary. The meaning is summary, and also a brief account of a person's education, qualification, and previous experience typically sent with a job application. The similar meaning, we can say like CV lah. CV is a curriculum detail. So, first of all, before you create a resume, or before you, maybe some of us, maybe like me myself, in the first time during job hunting, I will take another person's resume and I will copy all of that, maybe change a bit, and then send to them. Okay, so today we will I will share a bit about how to prepare a good resume. Okay, so this is the meaning, or the what we call a resume. So you have known what is resume, and then we can go to the next slide. Next slide. Hello. Okay, so this is the picture of previous one. The picture. Okay, so okay, so what you can see, the right one and the left one is the right one is the info lah. So the resume is the place or the platform where you provide information regarding yourself, regarding your education, regarding your background first, education, regarding your location, and what you want to do, what is your experience previously, and how we want to make your resume more, what we can say, like choosable lah, macam lagi mudah untuk dipilih. It is easier for us as a recruiter to choose your resume. Okay, go to the next slide. Okay, so first of all, you have to answer this question: what is the objective of resume or CV? So the objective is like the previous one. We have to provide information regarding ourselves, and we have to provide information regarding ourselves and also our education background and all our experiences that you have to put there. And we want to present or deliver the information at our best. Okay, for example, we must kita anggap yang the recruiter or the employer doesn't know. We just assume that they doesn't know about us. So how we want to present ourselves before we meet face to face or before we be interviewed online. So this is the first resume, is the first what we can say, like first impression of yourself, first presentation of yourself. So you have to do your best lah for this first stage resume. The first stage is like filtering. For example, me myself, based on my experience during Protege or during as a recruiter, I have to filter thousands of resumes. And the application, for example, like us in Maybank, we have thousands of applications and hundreds of applications every day. So I just during that time I have my boss, so my boss just deliver what the manager need, what the manager of every department need, what they need. Like for example, okay, they want location. Okay, for example, they want to find person who live in Pulau Pinang. So I will filter all the resume. Okay, he or she, this group of people is from Pulau Pinang and he or she lives at Pulau Pinang. So I will filter it, and what criteria that they need, the manager needs. For example, they want the Bachelor of Economics or and another one Bachelor of Accounting or Economics or Accounting, for example lah. So Economics or Accounting. So I will filter again the Bachelor of Economics and Accounting. So the objective here, I want to say the point here is you have to give a complete information. That will go to the objective. The objective of the resume will be achieved if you give complete information. For example, I have experienced it myself. Some resume, some people or applicants didn't put their address, or not. If not address, they didn't put their general location. For example, or they live in Terengganu or they live in Pahang. They didn't put it. It is better if you can put it in daerah or person ke, macam like Shah Alam, you can say you what section and so on lah. Okay, so it's very important for you to provide the recruiter, provide the employer a completed information, so that when we go to the first stage, like I told before, the information that you filter, if you have completed information, then you have a better chance. You have 1 point to go there, to be filtered, you have a better chance to get filtered, to be chosen lah. So the incomplete information one, we will put aside. And usually we didn't see the incomplete information one, but if we are very desperate to find the candidates, then we find lah. So that's the objective of resume, completed information. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay. Before we prepare, before we put information in the resume, in our resume, we need to identify what type of company that we apply, what type of position, what kind of industries we apply, so that we can adapt, which is go to the second point, adapt. We can adapt the industry or the company's preference in order to deliver effectively, to deliver the information effectively to the company. Okay, I can give you an example. I think tonight we have students lah, soon to be grad, insyaAllah. Maybe 2-3 years or another 1 year to grad. So I believe that you are all from different or various backgrounds, be from kuliah of science or kuliah of economics ke, site ke, and law ke, I don't know. But you are from different backgrounds, and you will apply to different companies, different industries, and various preference, which is every company has their own preference. They want how they want the information to be given to them, to be delivered to them. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand that don't make one resume for all applications. That is the worst mistake that I made previously, before I joined the recruitment team. I just apply, do one resume, a general one, because I'm from mathematics. I'm a mathematics student, so mathematics usually can join a lot of industries, because most of them need calculation or mathematics, a bit of mathematics. So I just put generally, or I just say that, I'm hardworking lah, blah blah blah. I have this kind of skill lah, I have negotiation skill lah, and so on lah. And then I just put there, and then I just send to the email, send to the application, go to the LinkedIn, go to the Indeed, Jobstreet, and so on lah. But I think none of that succeed. They didn't even call me for interview, and also they just rejected lah. Maybe after 1 month or after 2 weeks, they will send the email. I will get a lot of emails, because maybe I apply for a week, maybe I apply 10 or 15 applications. So I will receive a lot of rejection. Even during I just woke up every morning, and then I can see the email I received, rejected. So that's the worst part that you need to understand, and you need to bear in your mind, and tell the others too. Don't do that. Please don't do that. So that's why these 3 things, these 3 tips, identify, adapt, and deliver ni, you have to hold it firmly, so that you know, before you create a resume, you have to identify which industry, what kind of preference they need. So adapt based on their preference, and also to deliver effective information to them. Okay, so the first example I can give regarding these 3 points is, okay, for example, I can give maybe the students of arts, maybe students of arts lah, I think it is from Kait because my brother also is from Kait, but he is URP. So there is I think a course that needs the design, yeah, right? Design. So to identify first, you identify. For example, you apply for a job in a company that design company. The industry is design company, right? So they design poster, design everything lah. They design. So the resume will not should not be.
Sorry to everyone. Uh, Maybe there is a problem, but inshallah we will get back shortly. Just don't leave. Stay here. In the meantime, you guys can go back to the group, WhatsApp group, and fill the fill the form to join our SITC. We will highly appreciate if you join us in SITC.
Okay, it seems the speaker is back. He probably had internet problems.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm very sorry. I think someone called me, so it interrupt the call. Okay. Okay, so where we at regarding the resume for the art students. Okay, so that's the example. Maybe you can open back the slides. Okay, for the art students, for example, the designing company that needs people who can design, who can give best or creative output to them. So in your resume, you cannot make your resume like you are applying in government or you are applying in as a clerk or not as a clerk, as an executive. It is not like that. So you have to present your resume, which is your first impression on yourself, on the information of yourself, where you can put your resume like a bit of design, like a bit of creative design in your resume, but not too messy lah. Okay, so that's how you adapt, and that's how you deliver the information with the preference of the company. Oh, I can't see yet the slides. Okay, never mind. And then for example, if you want to apply for accounting, for example, so maybe for the accounting or accounting firm, or for the related to the economics or the customer services, maybe you can just put a simple resume, but a very good one, a very powerful and completed information. Okay, so that's the bit of an example for the resume before you create the resume. Okay, so can we go to the next slide? Daripada letak saya. Okay. Do we have the slide or not? Do you have any technical issue?
There's some.
What? Echoing. Okay, never mind. While waiting for them.
Sorry, we can view the slide though. You can't?
Oh, you can view the slide.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a never mind. You can view the slide. Okay, so you can go to the slide where there is a resume. Okay.
We are at the slide. We are at the slide page where your resume is shown.
Okay. Good. Okay. So for the resume, so the question is what is missing there, right? So you can see my profile, and then I put first my work experience, because usually we want to give them what we experience first. Maybe they can see what we experience first, and then the education. Usually like that. But you can alter both education and work experience. Maybe you can put education first and then work experience. Depends on the application lah, depends on the company. And then I also put my co-curricular activities. It can help maybe, but for some company, especially for Maybank, me myself, based on my experience, we didn't see much regarding the co-curricular activities, except for the premium, or we can say for example, in Maybank we have GMAP, Global Maybank Apprentice Program, GMAP. So that's the program, fresh graduates program, where they kumpulkan all the good person or good candidates, the very competitive ones, usually from overseas, and also with all the curricular activities, a great one, great positions. So they see that lah. But for trainee position or for the mid career, they didn't see this co-curriculum activities. So, but you just can put there for this stage, for your stage after graduated, you can put there, because if you didn't put there, what else you want to put, right? But if you have a lot of work experience, you can put you didn't put the co-curriculum activity also, can. Okay. So, and then achievement award, a bit of achievement award if you have some. If not, never mind, it's okay. And then that just I try to improve my.
Okay, I think the speaker is disconnected again. Or
All right, I think there is some internet issue. Also, there is during Azan, so we can take a break until the Azan has finished.
Okay. Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm
yes,
very sorry.
it's fine. We are waiting for the Adhan to finish. So maybe
Okay,
you
okay.
can take a
Good, good.
small
All right, thank you.
break as well. All right.
All right, I think we can start it again.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, first of all, sorry. I'm very sorry regarding the interruption. Okay, so regarding the resume, right? Open back the resume. Okay, so for the things that you have to in resume, to be in resume. Okay, what is okay? Then we continue with the phone numbers. Phone number is very important. Okay, I want to emphasize here. You need to put your phone number. Not you don't have to be worried. Sometimes they worry. Oh, I don't want to put my phone number because nanti someone will kacau me. No. Just put it there if you want to get a job. I just put it there because it is very hard to communicate with you through email. It is very
Brother Hassan, sorry for interrupt, but can you please turn on your camera?
okay. All right.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay. So it is very hard to find you through email. It is at one time. It was one time I encountered a case where the candidates didn't put his or her phone number, I think, but there is an email of him or her, but it is with typo. For example, they have a bit of alphabets missing there and here and there. Okay, so we cannot contact them. So that will make you lose the chance to be selected to the interview. This is where only the part, the resume is, like I said before, resume is only the part where you will be selected to be interviewed or not. This is the first stage. So the resume is very important part lah. Okay, and then we have the LinkedIn, your social media. So social media, you can put it there. Usually we didn't put Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, especially Twitter. I don't put it there. But if you want to put it, it can, because we, like I said, identify the company, identify your position, what position that you want to do. For example, if you want to apply for marketing or marketing executive position, you can put your Instagram or you can put your Twitter or TikTok for marketing purposes. So they can see your work there. Maybe previously you have shop in TikTok, so you have promote something that you want to sell in TikTok. So they can see there lah. So you can put, it is based on the what we say, not requirement. It is based on the needs in the situation lah. So you need to identify, is it relevant to put the your social media there. So for example, generally for us who didn't need to put the social media, you just can put your LinkedIn there. So because usually LinkedIn we just talk, or we just post regarding the job, or we just seek our job lah. Okay, so that's the part. Okay, second, the last one is the email. Like I said before, don't type your email with typo, because it will make us very disappointed. For example, I've met this one very good resume, and I think he has a lot of criteria. Most of the criteria that you want, he has. The location, the background education, his experience. So I cannot contact him because he put typo in his email and didn't put the contact number. So he just lose his chance lah to be interviewed. Okay, so next is skills. You can put your skills there. Usually people will separate soft skills and like technical skills like software, like programming, right? Programming, software, apa lagi? Like soft skills so that you can say that, oh, you have been an MC, or you have been to a counseling class, or you have been a program manager, event coordinator, something like that lah. You can put that, because I know most of us in university, we will make ourselves join a program, any programs that needs all those skills. So you can put it there, just for what we say added point, because the added point will make you will give you a better chance to be chosen, to be interviewed by the manager or by the employer. Okay, so what is missing there? I noticed that the missing part is where you didn't put the location. The location, second one, maybe you didn't put the expected salary, location. And also, I think that's two important things lah. Maybe there are some other things, but these two very important. Location. So you need to put your location, where did you live, and if you able to move. Maksudnya, for example, there's one resume that he said that he lived at Kelantan, for example, but under the location information, he said that, ready to move, or something like that lah, ready to move. So that we as a recruiter, even we are from HQ, but at that time we didn't have we didn't have vacancy in Kelantan, but we have vacancy in Kuala Lumpur. So we still can offer him. We can still ask him or her, did you able to move, or did you able to transfer, something like that lah. So you can put it there. Location, able to move or not, and also expected salary. And also the expected salary, don't be too high. Don't be too high. See the market. You make some homework regarding the market of the salary. So don't put it too much lah. For example, for us, like fresh graduates, maybe now you can put 2,000 to 2,500. And not more than 3,000 lah. But if you have a lot of skills and a lot of experience, and also a lot of skills, that certified skills. The certified skills is very important. If you have certain certification in your skills, for example, like programming students, they have skills like maybe certain types of skills or workshop that they attend. They got the certificate, maybe intermediate level or beginners level ke. So you just put it there, skills specifically as technical skills. Because me myself, I didn't have in my resume, I didn't have a specific certified skills, so I just put it there. But if you have certified skills, you can put it there. So inshallah it can help. It can help us as a recruiter to filter you, because during my time, I need to filter. For example, I have to filter students or applicants that have C++ or Java programming skills. So I just filter it lah. Maybe through JobStreet. I filter where these students or these applicants have the skills. So we can take it directly lah. So maybe we want 10 candidates. So I took 10 candidates who have that skills. But it is sangat rugi kalau if you didn't put the skills. Lebih-lebih lagi if it is a certified skills. So if you have certified skills, please put your certified skills there. Okay. So for the next one, okay. For the next one is the tips lah. Next slide. Okay, I think you have moved to the next slide. The point is simple, direct, original, relevant, optimized, language, and no errors. Okay, we go to the first one first. First one, simple. Okay, simple. Maksudnya, you have to deliver the information in a simple way, in a very most simple way you can. Tak adalah sampai simple tu until you became incomplete. No, not like that. But simple and precise lah. Simple and precise. So for example, your name. If your name is too long, you have to put one name that can they can identify you. Maybe for me myself, maybe my name is not too long. It's not that long. But if you have more than maybe 11 or 15 alphabet, maybe you can put from like me myself, Hasan, Hasan. So 5 alphabet only. So they can directly call you, okay, Encik Hasan, Puan Nurul, for example, Puan Aisyah, for example, like that lah. So the next one is direct lah. Direct means you didn't have to make an essay. I've met one resume that she make an essay regarding herself. So I have to read one by one. I have to extract all the information that I need from the essay. So please don't do that. Please be direct. Just tell us, the recruiter or the employer, what they need to know. Not what you want them to know. Not like that. What they need to know. So during you create your resume, you put all the information there. You have to think like a recruiter. Okay. For example, if you want to hire a programmer, so what things do you need? Of course, the first one, you need to know that he or she has the skills or not, certified skills or not. So itu perkara paling penting, the very most important information that you have to put it there. So you have to be direct lah. No need to karang kaya ayat banyak-banyak. No need. Okay. The third one is original lah. Okay, original, it means like don't be. I know that there are a lot of template out there in Google, for example, but you cannot simply take the resume and just edit a bit part of it. Even the profile, for example, like my resume, even my profile tu yang a short essay, short description about me, even that they didn't change. Yes, I got the few resume that, oh, this is the template. This is the template. And even worse, they didn't change the name of the file. When they sent to us in the email, they didn't even change the name of the file. For example, the file is Blue Moon template resume, dark yellow resume, for example, like that lah. So they didn't even change the file. So please be mindful on that part, because it will irritate the recruiter, because yes, the recruiter is also a human. We didn't have, I think ada lah juga, there's a technology that can analyze resume by the AI, but still the resume is mostly analyzed by recruiter. So please be mindful about that. Please be aware that you want to apply the job, so you have to do it seriously. You have to put some effort, a lot of effort on that resume, because this is the first impression of yourself before getting interviewed. So be original, okay? Be original and don't simply take okay, pinjam lah my friend's punya resume, ambil copy, lepas tu tukar gambar, change the picture and change a bit and then go. Oh no, not like that. At least change the, maybe the structure ke, the position ke, change the word, rephrase, please rephrase. Don't take it sebiji-sebiji, jangan ambil sebiji, please. Okay, so Please be original. Then relevant. Okay, relevant is what I said before. You have to deliver the information on what they need to know lah. Relevant information. For example, you are applying for example, like what we call marketing executive. So what is the relevant information for your work experience? So if you have work experience on maybe being a teacher, being a tutor lah, usually the university students have the experience being a tutor. Maybe me myself I has the experience. So maybe have experience being a tutor, so you put it there. So you can put it there, but if you don't have anything to put, but if you have any other relevant things, remove the irrelevant information and replace it with more relevant information lah. For example, if you want to programming, right? Like programming position, programmer position. So programmer position, for example, in your co-curricular activity, right? Co-curricular activity, you have joined a program or maybe a conference regarding the programming. You can put it there. It is relevant to your job, to the job that you applied. It is very relevant. And maybe you have been a committee for conference for programming, so you put it there. It is something like that lah. You have to bear in your mind that you must put most relevant information. Anything that most relevant, you put it there. Jangan macam too contradict. Macam you dah pernah kerja kedai makan. Contohlah, you pernah kerja kedai makan tapi you nak apply the programmer position. So it is not not related. But if you didn't have anything to put, okay, you can put it there. But if you have any other thing to put that is more relevant, please put it there. Okay. So next one is optimize. Okay. To optimize, what we say like optimize means like you optimize the, for example, the space lah, the space of the space of the resume layout. Space of the resume layout. Don't put it like a lot of pages. Maximum you can put 2 pages lah. I can say that maximum you can put 2 pages. Jangan letak more than 2 pages. This is my preference lah. Maybe other recruiter is okay with more than 2 pages, but I think 2 pages is enough. 1 pages is better. If you can do that, it is better lah. And then you have to optimize it. And another one, like if you didn't have a lot of experience, like me myself, I can list out my experience. But if you didn't have a lot of experience, you can choose maybe 3 experience and then describe your experience. Maybe 1 short explanation or 1 or 2 short explanation regarding the experience. For example, you are the teacher, so you want to apply for a teacher in international school beside your area, kan? So you need to explain a bit. What is your job scope? Maybe what did you do? What is the best experience that you had during your time working as a teacher? Something like that lah. So it is relevant to them and optimize the information to be delivered. Okay. Next one is language. Okay, language is very important. What I say is sometimes, okay, yes, in Malaysia, we are using Bahasa as our first language. But most probably, if you go to the private institution or private organization, like me myself, we are using English as the first language. Like even like in International Islamic IIUM, IUM also use bahasa Inggeris or English language as the first language. So you need to adapt lah, back to the basic, back to the three things. Adapt, apa lagi? Adapt, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Lupa dah. You have to adapt, you have to, someone can remind me regarding that? Adapt, one more.
Sorry.
Adapt. Hello.
Your voice is cutting off. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hello,
Yes, it's clear
can you hear
now.
me?
Yeah, it's clear
Okay.
now.
Okay. So the three things lah you have to bear in mind. Yeah. Apa ni? Okay, first you have to identify, adapt, and also the last one is deliver the information. Okay. So identify what you need to put in there, and also adapt what do you need to put in there also, and also you have to deliver it effectively lah, the information. Okay. The last one is no errors. Please, like I said before, please you need to recheck. Never mind if it took you 4 times, 5 times to recheck all the typos, you can check lah. And maybe you can ask your friend, maybe you can ask your family, or maybe your lecturer can see your resume, because usually lecturer have more meticulous or sharp eye regarding the typos, because they have done the thesis and all the writings, so you can ask them. So please, no error in the resume, inshallah. So for the last part, I think you need to go back, like I said before, like the previous slide. Please check or please identify your needs or your objective in delivering or in sending your resume to the employer, to your future employer, inshallah. What do you want to work, or what do you want to be in the future? Yes, so you have to identify them. You have to study them a bit before making or creating the resume, because we as a fresh graduates usually will only study regarding or make a homework, a bit of reading regarding the company after being called for an interview. So you can do that before you applying or before you preparing your resume, because it is better for you to identify your future employer, the future company that you want to work for, so that you can adapt what they need, what they prefer. And another more tips, you can go to the LinkedIn, because in LinkedIn they have a lot of tips and step in order to create a great resume, but you didn't have to follow it all, because like I said before, the recruiter also a human, manusia juga, they have emotions, they have different feelings, they have different preference, so it depends on the recruiter juga, and also depends on the manager nanti when they see your resume. Okay, so for the last part, I want to tell you the process on how we as a recruiter filter. This is our what we say, our way lah, our step that we taken during my time. I don't know now how they took the step. So firstly, we will open it in various platforms. For example, in Maybank, we have Maybank Jobs, Job Streets, maybe some of it in Pekeso, My Future Jobs. Usually these three things lah, these three platforms. And then we will open the application, and the candidates that interested in the position will fill in the form, fill in their information. And please, during fill in the information, don't be lazy to just fill up. Oh, letak je lah, just put it there. Macam malas nak isi betul-betul. Please don't be lazy. Please put some effort on that, because we will filter through the information first. Then we will go to your resume if you are chosen, if you are during the filtration. So please put some effort to put the information, to fill up the form with complete information. Okay, so the next one, we as a recruiter will receive a demand, or the department, the various department, like me myself, various department from various region, various state will ask us, okay, we want, for example, we want 5 candidates for Pulau Pinang. We want 10 candidates for Johor, for example, because Johor maybe they have 3 positions open. So we as a recruiter, we will choose the 10 and 5 candidates to be presented to the managers. That's how it works lah. So the 10, if you imagine, I think we all learn probability, right? So 10 over thousands. So what is the probability that you will be chosen lah? So yalah, this job hunting is more to rezeki, but you need to put your effort there. Like I said, fill out the form with complete information. Jangan malas-malas, please. Jangan malas-malas, don't be lazy. Fill out the form elok, and then maybe you can prepare your cover letter. Maybe the cover letter, maybe it is for different session with the person that know more about cover letter. And I think in IIUM they have EOP, I think, English for Occupation, that will teach us how to make resume, and how to teach us how to make cover letter, how to make it better lah for our future job hunting lah. So please use that. If you have taken that class, it's very good. You maybe this is for a refresher, but if you didn't take that class yet, so you can prepare yourself, and when during that class, you can ask a lot. You can ask the lecturer on how, the instructor on how to create a better resume, a good resume. Okay, so I think the process after we have chosen 5 and 10, Johor and Pulau Pinang one, so we go to the manager, and manager will choose lah. Maybe sometimes they want to interview 10 out of 5. 5 out of 10. Maybe the 5 one, they will only interview 3. So the probability will be smaller and smaller and smaller within the process. So you have to bear that in mind. It's all about rezeki. So keep on berdoa, keep on praying, and also keep on putting the best effort that you can in preparing your resume, inshallah. So the last part, the slide, self-improvement journey from, I think, Muslim Pro, I think. The A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim, wa an laysa lil insani illa ma sa'a, and that there is not for man except that good for which he strives. So the simple word is, if you put effort on something, inshallah Allah will give you a better thing. So maybe you feel like, oh, this is not good for me, but no, Allah knows that is good for you, that certain thing is good for you, but you just didn't see it yet. So first thing is just put your effort, put your best effort. Like my mom always said that you just do your best first. Do your best first and then you can choose. Macam tu. So be mindful and please put best effort that you can. Even if you have to, for example, like discuss with your friends, discuss with your family, or maybe your sister or brothers that have the experience in this kind of job hunting. You can ask them also. So because the resume is subjective, like I said, it is subjective and not all the same. We cannot generalize on how to do a great resume. We cannot generalize 100%. Maybe a bit of part here and there you can generalize, but it is not the same lah for every person, for every situation. You have to identify, you have to adapt, and also you have to deliver the best information that you can. So I think that's all for my sharing. I hope you can get a bit of information in an insight regarding the how to build your resume, good resume. Maybe you also can share anything good that you got from this session with other friends, inshallah. So lastly, do we have a Q&A Q&A session, Susan?
Yes. We have.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so we can do the Q&A session.
All right. Thank you, brother, for your meaningful and beneficial sharing session. And dear respectful guest, brothers and sisters, we shall proceed to our next session. In the Q&A session, if you have any questions, you may open your mic to ask your question, or you can write down in the WhatsApp group. We will read the question. Anyone, you have any questions, just ask. Yeah.
So my question is, what is the range of periods that we must include in our resume? Because I've heard that the limitations of the experience, it can only last. I mean, we have to put at least 5 years. Is it true? And if it's true, then about the SPM result, do we need to include it too?
Okay, thank you, sister. I cannot see the name. Okay, never mind. Thank you, sister. So for the range of experience, yes, usually we will advise to put it not more than 5 years, but it is I think it is more applicable to the mid-career person, which want to the person that have worked more than 10 years. It is more applicable to them lah. But we as a fresh graduates, we didn't have much experience, so we didn't. Maybe most of us didn't have anything. They didn't have anything to put it there. So you just can put whatever you think relevant for your whatever you think that relevant with your job application, because there is some cases that I faced during the interview. The manager asked the applicants or the candidates regarding the job. For example, I think during that time, he applied for executive job, I think. So, and then he has experience work as a part-timer as I think for food and beverage industries lah. Okay, maybe KFC or McD lah, something like that. So the manager asked, what does this experience, the F&B experience, can relate to your current job application? So he just can goreng. He can just tell tell the interviewer regarding how his experience can affect his future job output or future career, his future career. So it is based on situation. The range usually applicable for the mid career lah, and for us like the fresh graduates, it's not. This is based on my preference lah, not generally, but this is based on my preference and also my experience. It is not very important for that 5 years lah, because we didn't have a lot of experience in the past 5 years, because the past 5 years we are still in schools, we are still in we still in degree. And also back to the question, SPM, right? SPM. Yes, you can put. It is your ni lah, preference lah. You can put it there. Tak letak pun never mind, because sometimes they will look at the results. Like example, the one manager, they say, oh, this student is a straight A student, so they want the students, and then maybe they see the pointer and they want to hire them because maybe he is a cerdik. But sometimes the employer or the managers didn't see it at all. Okay, didn't see it at all. So it depends on the situation. So it depends on your preference. If you want to put it there, just put it there. But for example, I also made another some of the resume. They didn't put it there because maybe when we go to their SPM result, tak adalah all A's ataupun a lot of A's. So maybe they a bit shy. So never mind. If you didn't want to put it there, never mind. For me myself, I think I didn't put my foundation studies result, because it is under 3, under 3 pointer. So you can put a good thing about you in the resume. That's the concept lah. You can put a good thing in the resume. Kalau if you think that thing will give you, like, will drop your chance to get the job or to secure the positions, you didn't have to put it. But if for example, like program, the graduates program, sometimes the graduates program needs to know, okay, what is your SPM, what is your pointer in degree or diploma. So you need to put it there. If the position or the programs need to know, if they put the requirement there. For example, like Khazanah, I think they put the CGPA must be 3.7 and above, 3.75 and above. So you have to put it there. So based on the situation, apa pun based on the situation. Okay, so maybe next week dah keluar lagu dah.
All right, there is a question in our Q&A box. Sister Sarah Binti Ishak, she asks, do we have to put expected salary if we are applying for intern?
Okay, for intern, didn't have to put it there because the company, we cannot negotiate. We cannot negotiate the salary for intern, because for interns we didn't give salary, we just give allowance. For example, like some company they give 50 ringgit per day or 30 ringgit per day. So didn't have to put it. This is based on my experience lah. So didn't have to put the expected salary. But if the company, by experience, maybe from the seniors, they said, oh, you can put the salary expectation. So just put it there lah. So based on the company. It depends. Okay.
All right, we have two more questions from Sister Fatin Nabila. The first one is, I am CTS student as well. So may I ask what is your minor and do you choose FYP instead of internship?
Okay. Hi, Fatin. Student. Okay. So my minor is education and my major is statistics. And I choose FYP over the internship because I have internship for education. So I got to do both. I can do FYP and also at the same time I can do internship for the practical teaching practicum. So I based on my situation I choose both lah because for my friends for my other minors in education friends they didn't choose the FYP, so they do two times practical. They do the minor of education practical, the teaching practical in school, and also they do their major, for example the statistics. So they did the statistics internship. So it is based on your preference lah. So I want to get both exposure because I love to explore. So I just choose option that have both experience, both exposure.
All right, thank you. The next question is, if we learned the programming language such as Python throughout our degree, should we put it in our resume as a basic level?
Okay, for the basic, intermediate or advanced level, it is advised if you have certified skills. So for example, like you said, you learn apa Java ya, the language, Java language for in the whole of your degree, but you didn't have any certified skills. For example, like you didn't have the certification lah regarding you just have your degree or degree in programming, and the transcript will say, oh you learn Java language, something like that lah. So if you want to put it at the level beginner, intermediate or expert ke advanced ke, so you better took maybe for the programming skills, you better took maybe certificate lah. Maybe took certificate. The free one usually we have it in LinkedIn. LinkedIn you can took it there. You can took the test, and also they will what we say tiraf, they will give you the certificate and then you can put it in your resume. And for example, we have Google, I think Google Workshop, I think the name. It is free classes and to how to get your certificate, how to get you certified. So that's the platform that you can put it there if you want to put the level of your skills. But if you are like you apa yakin yang you boleh do that thing, do deliver the skills perfectly or in very good way, effectively, you can deliver the skills effectively, so you can put it maybe intermediate or basic. But it is advised that you need to have certification first, then you can put it the level lah. But if not, you just put it or you learn the language in Java language for the whole semester. Maybe you can mention that. Okay, I hope it helps.
All right. The other question is from Sister Muslima. May I know what cover letter should be included and what is the difference between resume and the cover letter?
Okay. Usually, for the cover letter, we use it during if we send the application through email. Okay. But for now, usually we will send the application through platform, for example, like JobStreet or LinkedIn, Indeed, something like that. So, the cover letter sometimes you can put the sentence of your cover letter in your maybe in your profile or in the description. For example, when we want to upload the our resume in the platform, we can put the cover letter there. Maybe you can copy the sentences and put it there in the description of your resume. And the difference is it is very different lah, because the cover letter just give a very surface of yourself. You didn't give all the information in cover letter. No, that's not the right way to practice. So you just give a surface like, hello, my name is blah blah blah. I'm from University blah blah. I love to do it. And then you tell a bit about yourself, and then you to go like that lah. So it is a very simple one. Cover letter is very simple one and very precise and short lah. So please be mindful. Usually cover letter we use if we are applying the job through emails. But in platform, you can upload it, upload the resume and put it in the description section. Okay.
We have one more question, which is quite similar. Do we really need to put expected salary, or it is up to company?
Like the previous one, we the internship usually we didn't put it, but for the job application, the real one, the job application after graduated, you need to put it, because sometimes you expected higher than they can pay. Usually it is applied to a smaller company. But for big company, usually they already have the budget. For example, if you're applying for trainee program like Protege, they have the fixed rate. So you can put whatever you want in the expected salary, but they will give the fixed one. They have prepared the budget for the trainee. So it depends on the company. Maybe if a small company, you can put it there, but if a bigger company, no need, also can. But it is preferable you put it there lah. It is never mind lah, but please be relevant lah. Please be relevant and also reasonable lah, the salary range. Okay.
All right. I think any of you guys, if you guys have any question, you can ask directly, or you can write down in the group or in the Q&A box.
Okay, I wanted to take a moment and say that you see the QR code displayed on the screen. It's for the attendance. So I hope everyone can fill that up who's attending.
All right, I have a question. I heard that if in our resume, if we don't have any extracurricular activities, from the very beginning, it's been cancelled. Is it true?
Okay. So it is partially true and partially not true, but because it depends on the company itself. Usually, it depends on the company and also it depends on the position. For example, if you're applying for a position as a graduate trainee or graduate trainee, usually, for example, like Maybank itself, maybe Khazanah National, they need to have the co-curricular activities. At least you have to put it there because they want to find a value in you, like value that other people didn't have. So they will assume that if you are active in co-curricular activities, you will have some leadership value, some teamwork value, and maybe being more responsible for the job. So it depends on the company itself and also the program that you're applying or the position that you are applying. So, but usually for the smaller company, they didn't look it much lah, because maybe sometimes they just need, maybe they just have one position left open. So they didn't look it much at the co-curricular activity. So what I can say is it is partially true and partially not true lah regarding that. It depends on the situation.
I say thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I had a question.
Okay.
I would say, in Malaysia, what are the chances for internationals to get a good work, even if their resume is perfect and or at least workable resume? But what are the chances? Like, well, what's your take on this?
Okay. So for me myself, we didn't put for my company in Maybank, we didn't put it there. Oh, you have to be Malaysian. Cannot be outsiders. So no, that's not the point. So we are the multinational company. So we took we took candidates. We consider for candidates from all over the world. So don't worry. But if the program requirements is need to be Malaysian, so you didn't have a chance lah for that. But if for other position you can. For example, one position the requirement is to be Malaysian because maybe the program will benefit the banks and it is regarding the tax or tax exemption, something like that lah. So it must be Malaysia lah, the candidates. But don't worry, for the international one, go for bigger company because the bigger company will hire more international candidates, because sometimes they need various and have various quota for the international candidates. For example, me myself have colleagues from Iran in my bank. So she didn't learn. She didn't get the education in Malaysia. She got the degree education in Australia, but work in Malaysia. So something like that lah. So don't worry lah. Just go for it. And we also sometimes the first thing is you need to see the requirement before applying. Is there any requirement that say, oh, you have to be Malaysian? If not, if the requirement is not there, so you just can apply lah. Don't worry lah, insyaAllah. Go for the bigger company to apply the job lah.
Okay, another small follow-up question. So what would you like since you work in a bank, what would you say, which positions are more open for internationals usually?
It is depends on the departments and also the current needs of the departments or of the groups. For example, in my knowledge, in my bank, for the Department of IT, they took a lot of international workers there. For example, they took a lot of from India, from Bangladesh, to work there. So me myself, when I go to the certain floor, for example like the IT department floor, so I can see during the lunch hour, there are a lot of like not Malays, not all Malays, not all Malaysians, something like that lah. So it depends. It depends on the current needs of the departments, and also on the current needs of the company lah.
Do they take interns
Interns
in
Uh,
Maybank or any other bank around here?
I didn't have I cannot confirm that, because it always change the requirements and also the policies. So yeah, you have to go for the latest information regarding the internship in Maybank lah, or other bank.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alright.
Okay, so anyone else have any question? If not, we would prefer to end the Q&A session, I think.
All right, I think there's no more question. If you have, you guys can ask. Just feel free to ask. Or if you guys don't have, just give a thumbs up so that we can get it that there's no more question. All right. We got one thumbs up, two. All right. I think we don't have any other questions, so we can end the Q&A session. All right, everyone. So now we are at the end of our program. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to apologize for any shortcomings. Before we end, I would like to remind you to stay in the meeting for a while for the photography session. Also, we would like to announce our next program, that is tomorrow. Let's have a look at the screen for some moments. So tomorrow we have a program. It's the name is Your Career Matters. So I know we all know that we all are concerned about our career. So everyone, you guys are welcome for tomorrow's program. And our speaker is Mr. Zaim Yusuf, who is the employer of our Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. All right, the program will be held on 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. Also, there's the code for register. You guys can scan and register now for tomorrow's program. All right. Don't forget to scan the code. We will give it again and fill up the attendance. Uh, and we will highly appreciate if you guys join us in SITC. We are a family, so we will highly welcome you. And the link is in the group. I mean, in the WhatsApp group, you guys are warmly welcome to SITC. So we are now at the end of our event. I would like to thank everyone for coming and making this program successful. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow, inshallah.
What a good piece.